I know John because he saved my daughter's life. 14 years ago, we were just a normal family with a lovely, healthy 5-year-old daughter, Valerie. My husband David and I both worked, and Valerie was just about to start kindergarten in the fall. Then on June 24th, 1993, our world changed forever. Valerie had gone with her father to the neighborhood swim club while I was running errands. I returned to a scene so horrific, it's hard to talk about it even now, but I will a little bit for John. While I was gone, Valerie had been disemboweled by the powerful suction of the drain at the bottom of the wading pool, and she's lucky to be alive today. Our world fell apart. In the terrible hours, days, and weeks that followed, we struggled to comprehend what had happened to our precious child, while at the same time trying to learn the unfamiliar medical procedures necessary to keep her alive. All the while, everyone around us kept saying, "You need to hire an attorney." Well, a lawsuit was the last thing on our minds. We just wanted to take care of our daughter, an overwhelming task that took every ounce of our energy. But when we finally understood and acknowledged the severity and permanence of her injuries, we realized that taking care of her meant a lot more than learning how to change dressings, deal with a colostomy, and giving her tube feeds so that we could take her home. We knew if one or both of us lost our jobs, we'd also lose our health insurance and be unable to pay for her medical expenses. So we began talking to attorneys, which was a new experience for us. I was in such a haze of grief, shock, and exhaustion that little of what anyone said penetrated my fog. The only words I wanted to hear were, "I can help Valerie." And then we met John Edwards. When he held my hands and looked in my eyes, I saw the compassion, honesty, and integrity that is John Edwards. When he said the magic words I wanted to hear, I knew in my heart that this man would fight as hard for Valerie as if she were his own daughter. Because of John, I began to feel hope. We quickly realized that John Edwards wasn't just Valerie's attorney, he was her champion. John Edwards took on the irresponsible manufacture of the defective product that had caused Valerie's injury. And we learned she wasn't the first child to be maimed or even killed by this company's absolute indifference. Even worse, the company knew its product was dangerous, but they hid the truth. John exposed their negligence and won justice for Valerie. John Edwards gave us hope in our darkest hours. He ensured that Valerie's medical expenses would be taken care of for the rest of her life. And he helped change the ways companies do business to make swimming pools safer for children. Like most parents, all I ever wanted for Valerie was to be happy and healthy. Tragically, she will never be healthy. Accepting that grim fact was one of the hardest things I've ever done. But recently she told me she occasionally feels happy. This is not something I thought I would ever hear her say because her life hasn't been easy. She's suffered through horrors that no one should have to deal with, especially a child. She lives with pain every day and probably will for the rest of her life. But she's strong, and with the help of people like John Edwards, she has survived. She is here with me today to show her support and love for John Edwards. We believe that John has the intelligence, determination, willpower, integrity, and above all, the heart to be a great leader to all of us here in the United States. We are honored to know him and feel privileged to be here today. He talks about the heroes that he has met in his life and during his campaign travels. But to us, he is the hero. Thank you, John.